This is the Herd Line News.
Well, Devin Booker sure put that Game 3 behind him. Had 42 points last night in the Suns' Game 4 loss to the Bucks. Also had quite a bit of fouls. I think he actually fouled out on the court.
Yes.
But he said he doesn't care about his personal stats because his team didn't win the game.
Doesn't matter at all. You know, I said that after last game too, when I struggled shooting it. The main objective is to win the game. So anything that goes on throughout the game, it doesn't matter for real.
I've come around to the suits as well. I think it looks very serious.
Yeah, I like his suits.
Yeah,
I think he's very stately, very mature. It's business-like for me.
I also like what he said. It's true. It doesn't matter. I mean, it sucks that it doesn't matter because it was an unbelievable performance.
It'll go on your career stat page, which is...
we'll remember that he bounced back from that game.
Yeah.
Like when the story of this series is told.
And he's had a bunch of 40-point games, so there'll probably be a point
I think he's had 3.
Yeah, there'll be a point in his career if he has
run.
25 40-point games. It'll be historic, but that's more of a long-term thing. Like, he doesn't care now, but there'll be a point when you go, man, I had 32 40-point games, and it's most ever. And he's lucky. His game fits the current system. It's a free game with a lot of space, handles the ball well, creates his own shot, good mid-range. He's a special player.
I also like that he had the mental fortitude to overcome a bad game in the middle of a series. He said he's going to forget about Game 3 and move on, and he did. He's set the record for most points scored in a player's first NBA postseason.
You know what I like about him? It's workmanlike. He comes to the arena, well-dressed, well-appointed, serious plays. It's all about winning. Good teammate, goes home. Like he's a grown-up. He comes, this is a profession, it's a business. He keeps refining his game. He's better every year. It's like
I think he's someone who cares about being great.
He's a professional basketball player. It's a real job. It's not a hobby.
Yeah.
He treats it like he's a professional. He works on his game. It's masonry. He lays the bricks. He gets better. The house is stronger. He even dresses like, I'm here for business. He almost looks like an accountant. He doesn't wear, it's not flashy. It's like, I am here.
He'll be flashy during the regular season, but I think he's taking a different approach to the postseason, and I like
athletes who do that.
He could have used a little more help. Jay Crowder was the closest to him with 15 points. DeAndre Ayton had 6. Chris Paul had 10 points and 5 turnovers.
Jay Crowder does a lot of stuff beyond shooting. I thought Jay played pretty well. He just couldn't hit a shot, but Jay does a lot.
If I'm a championship contender, I want Jay Crowder on my team.
Yeah.
I just think he's such an undervalued player.
Yeah, does a lot for you beyond hitting buckets.
So the Suns are favored by 3.5 in Game 5, which is Saturday, according to Fox Bet. I'm with you. I thought this was going to be a long series anyway. And as you said earlier, everyone overreacts game to game through the first 4 games of the series. Like, Milwaukee won the games they're supposed to win. Suns won the games they're supposed to win. And now the series really starts. Like, now we get into the action.
If you told me Chris Paul, Saturday night, had 17 points, 11 assists, 2 turnovers, and shot 55%, I wouldn't need to know anything else. I'd say Phoenix wins.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if Chris Paul maintains a B-plus level of play, then they're fine. But Drew Holiday has made that a real challenge. So, now remember, everybody complains about officials. Phoenix will get the home whistle.
Right.
So Drew Holiday's too close.
I don't think that Booker is going to foul out the next game.
Yeah, and if Drew Holiday's too close to Chris, because Monty Williams is going to be on that, he's all over Chris.
Yeah.
They let that happen in Milwaukee. So the first game, in Phoenix, Chris had he got a little more whistle. He did not in Milwaukee.
So Tom Brady found himself in a pretty perfect situation in Tampa after he left New England. The organization has been very open about giving Brady a heads up about what's going on with the team, who they're going to draft. So they also let him have a lot of say. And Adam Schefter believes that what Brady has now is what prompted players like Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson to be more vocal about their situations.
There's Tom envy across the league. I want to bring in who I want a voice. I want to say, I want the respect and love that Tampa has shown Tom Brady. And I want that championship. And I want to do it my way.
I don't think there's any question this is true. There's no question it's true.
It is true. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the leader and you're expected to go out and win the game, which is what we expect of Russell Wilson and what we expect of Tom Brady and what we expect of Aaron Rodgers, then you should have a say. I don't think they're asking to be GM. And I don't think that Tom Brady actually asks for that many things. I don't think Tom is in there like, we want this guy, we want that guy, sign this guy, pay this guy, that guy. I think his input is solicited and it is valued. And that has value.
Well, I mean, the one thing Tampa needed, if you recall, when they signed, was a right tackle. And they got Tristan Wirfs, and that, take everything else away. Our only question about Tampa was, that offensive line is not great at tackle, which asks Patrick Mahomes, that's a tough space to be in. Once they got the Tristan Wirfs down, it was all icing. That we knew the defense had been good.
Right.
So, like, to me, the Tom's asks were after the right tackle was solved, it was sort of like, Leonard Fournette would be he's a veteran guy. I don't think Tom was asking for big stuff. I mean, Gronk is
who added value.
But I
Antonio Brown, who wouldn't have worked anywhere else.
But they didn't pay Antonio Brown anything.
Didn't pay him, and he added value, and he made it work. So, like, everyone will hear this and be like, oh, it's going to be a monsoon of everyone asking for whatever they want. Like, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are first ballot Hall of Famers who are both Super Bowl winners. Aaron Rodgers has 3 league MVPs. Yeah. We're not talking about some rookie that just rolled into the league.
Right.
Keep some perspective on the situation. Yeah. It's not unfair that they see what Tom Brady did, what Tom Brady asked for, which, by the way, worked out. It's not like Tom Brady asked for these guys and it was like an explosive disaster.
Well, watch when Matt Stafford has success for the next 2 years. There'll be some Matt Stafford envy, which is he gets this perfect offense, this near perfect offensive coach, big, very highly aggressive. I mean, if Matt Stafford rolls this year, you think Aaron was bothered by Brady. What if Matt Stafford goes Detroit to the Rams with McVay and a GM Les Snead who's constantly taking big swings? I mean, you can say what you want about Russell Wilson in Seattle. The Seahawks take big swings. Jamal Adams, 2 first-rounders. I think what Aaron's looking at, could we take a swing here? Could we take a big swing? J.J. Watt's available. Make it happen. So, and that's where I do side with Aaron Rodgers is his contemporaries are Rams big swings, Bucks big swings.
And it's paying off.
Yes, and so aggressive is winning in sports. Dodgers big swings. Warriors big swings.
That's why I don't understand the negative reaction to it. Like, is it a little bit of power that you're giving up? Yeah, but sometimes if you give up power or you give up complete control, you're giving it to somebody who knows a thing or two. They're going to elevate you. You think Bruce Arians regrets giving Tom Brady a say in the organization? I don't think so. They have a Super Bowl.
Right.
They're running it back again this year. Everything is not a negative just because you give up a little control.
Well, and the other thing is, I think about this. So Aaron's first 3 years in the league, Joy, he sat.
Yeah.
So, and Favre cost them a lot of money. Ideally, Green Bay would have moved off Favre earlier, so Aaron's first 2 years of starting, they would have gone into free agency because they weren't paying Aaron everything. The way Green Bay works is the longer Aaron is there and Jordan Love sits, you're wasting years of Jordan Love's tiny salary. So in a perfect world, you're playing it safe by getting Aaron and having him sit. But what the Seahawks did with Russell Wilson or the Rams did with Goff is they play the quarterback early. You're not paying him anything. So we always kind of honor Green Bay's patience. But the value of a first-round quarterback is Baltimore's not paying Lamar Jackson anything. Buffalo's not paying Josh Allen anything. So you can just go get players. So that patience by Green Bay, there's a cost benefit
right
here. That's why I say you're honestly, if Jordan Love can play,
you're better off playing him now.
Yes,
it's not. I shouldn't say wasted. There is a value to sitting and learning how to be a professional for a year. But now everyone wants the Patrick Mahomes model. Well, Patrick Mahomes model wasn't 3 years.
It was 1. And
exactly.
So the last 2 years, they go out and get a D4. They go. So this idea that Jordan Love's got to be perfectly ready. Any job you take in America, and I've learned this myself, you shouldn't be totally ready for it. If you took a job and you are ready to crush, then you took a job under you. You should be bailing water for the first 6 months. I have a friend that took a job at Google, and they